Well, it's your father's house. Yeah? Your father's house. Feel free in your father's house. Now, we finished Leviticus 10. And if you miss Leviticus 10, this is where I say that all our sermons and our YouTube, so you can go and catch up on Leviticus 10. I have the pleasure of listening to myself on Mondays. I have the pleasure of listening to myself, teaching myself, and seeing where I made mistakes. There are sometimes I listen to sermons on Sunday and I shanga and you are not there. And there are some places you're like, why are you saying the same thing? And there are some places you're like, the notes were longer than that. So, but there's some, I've listened to a sermons and I've come to the conclusion that they are sound. That is me. So you go listen to them and then tell us if they are sound. So if you missed on Leviticus 10, it was good. You should find Leviticus 10. Leviticus 11 starts in a very Leviticus 1 to 8 is one, and Leviticus 11 to 15 is another different portion. Leviticus 1 to 8 is about worship. Leviticus 1 to 10 is about worship. It's God's instructions for worship. Leviticus from 11 to 15 is God's instruction on ceremonial living, how you are to live with one another. So I would expect, and this is me, I don't know about you, I would expect Leviticus 11 starts with, all Aaron, I know your children died, and how many expect that? Oh, okay, I'm the only one. I see you know God. By the way, you realize in scripture, God doesn't dwell in one place for too long. Not because he's not sympathetic, not because he's not merciful, but he has already done what needs to be done. Lesson learned, we move on. But are you familiar with this? That Moses continued to minister to Aaron as his brother and as a servant of the Lord. Aaron was not alone. Aaron was not. Where I come from, those two things are very difficult, but I winged it. Now, let's look at 11. Leviticus 11, let's lay a foundation of preamble. Leviticus 11 takes us back to the Genesis chapter 2. If I'm not wrong, Genesis chapter 2. The two, so if you're reading Leviticus, it's good to read Leviticus, Hebrews, but particularly Leviticus chapter 11. Both of them have a beginning. Now, chapter 9 and 10 happened in Leviticus 9 1. Because Leviticus 9 1 says on the 8th day. We have after the 8th day. Now, if you are familiar with scripture, I believe us as well. Because all scripture is
God breathed.
now Leviticus 11. If you are to take Leviticus 11 to 15 and apply it to your life, you'll never eat pork. How many eat pork? Hello, sinners? Okay. How many eat seafood? You know, crabs, lobsters, prawns. You know? How many eat grasshoppers, locusts? Allah. You are jokes. You won't expect me to know. Monday. So 11 and 12, 13, 14, 15. Starting from 11 is the foods you shall eat and the foods you shall not eat. How many have eaten camel meat? Apparently, you should not eat. So, if you are to read Leviticus 11 and put it in practice in your life, your menu changes completely. Your menu changes completely. Now, the idea behind us learning or doing Leviticus 11 is not to change our menu, is to understand boundaries. So if you forget anything else, Leviticus 11 is about boundaries. It's about what you shall eat and not eat, but also really the anchor of Leviticus 11 is boundaries and obedience. The same thing God did in Genesis chapter 2. So God starts the same way he started with his first interaction with man. Genesis is about the same thing. It's about beginnings. And it is about what you shall eat and what you shall not. Now, the first time God tells Adam, this you shall eat, this you shall not eat. When Adam thought that's a very restricted menu, I would want to amplify my menu. That's why we are here. Otherwise, would have been still in Eden. So the same happens with Leviticus 11. If you feel you want to amplify your menu, God said these are the boundaries. He doesn't necessarily give the boundaries, the reason why you should eat this or that. But biologically, we have come to learn why. Okay? Now, how many remember the bubonic plague? Which year did it happen? The bubonic plague. When did it happen? Google, people. It knocked almost a quarter of Europe. It was COVID of then. Which year? I'm waiting for Google, people. The bubonic plague. Going once. It is Bubonic. Bubonic. 1300 BC. AD. 1300 AD. Now, the bubonic plague wiped out a quarter of Europe. Now, the thing about the bubonic plague, as it was wiping out a quarter of Europe, there's a people it did not affect. Which are these people? And Hitler began thinking these people are superior. It never affected the Jews. And because it did affect the Jews, two things happened. One, people thought Jews are superior. But two, people thought the Jews caused it. Now, sometimes I hear people say, no, we are present-day Jews. Or I hear different tribes say, oh, we are present-day Jews. And, yeah. I hear different types of the present Jews. You have no idea what. So, Jews didn't die from the bubonic plague. Why? Because of Leviticus 11. The bubonic plague was caused by rats, right? Huh? Pigs, rats, moles, those things. And because Jews do not interact with them naturally, they never got sick. And guys were like, you guys, you are either the ones who caused it or you are superior. In actual sense, they were just hygienic. You know, though, you don't get cholera just like that. No offense. I mean, when was the last time you had cholera? Don't answer, you know. The same way that there are some areas that are predisposed to communicable diseases like cholera because of hygiene. Would you say you're the one who caused it because you didn't get it? It's just that you have the privilege. Let me call it a privilege because education is a privilege and a human right, I think, yeah. You have the privilege, the honor, and the gift of exposure and education. That way, you don't take a jembe. You don't take a jembe, then uenda kwa mstuni, unalima kashimo, you do your thing, alafu unafunika. Or do you do that? I believe you don't. You don't look like you can do that. But who knows? I don't know how you live. I don't know how you live, okay? If that's what you do again, it's hard to respond to that. If that's how you live, it's hard to respond to that. Hapo sijui nitakusaidia aje. Unajua civilization came with toilets for a reason. You know? And I mean, I would be prejudiced. Every time I go to toilets and I'm told, we don't flush, we use mchanga or sand. I'm like, I'll pass. I think it's okay. Let's just waste the water. It is okay. God gave us enough water. Let's just figure out how to recycle the water. How did you get there? Now, surely. Where's Lenny? Would you make a password up? Because Jemo has done that thing. Jemo has done that thing.
I'm not giving out the password.
I need it.
Oh, you?
Yeah. Jemo amesema about any password, which I completely agree. That's fine. No, the laptop. The Lord said to Moses, chapter 11, verse 1. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, pause. Moses here represents government. Aaron represents priesthood. It was important for both of them to be there because they were going to speak to the people. Aaron spoke to the people as a priest. Moses spoke to the people as an administrator. So it was important that both of them are there. Say to the Israelites, of all the animals that live on the land, these are the ones you may eat. You may eat any animal that has a split hoof, completely divided, and that chews the cud. Verse 4. There are some that only chew the cud or only have a split hoof.